Georgia's going to score some touchdowns in 2025. We think Georgia's going to score a lot of touchdowns in 2025. The question is, who's going to score those touchdowns in 2025? Clint and I are going to talk about it next on Locked On Bulldogs podcast.
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. He is Daniel. I'm Clint. Together, Locked On Bulldogs. We appreciate every dayers who are here. First listeners who wake up, get it going. Today's episode brought to you by Game Time. Game Time. Download the Game Time app today. Get in the game. Use promo code Locked On College. More on them in a moment. Daniel, we have a very simple task in front of us today. We have this is the final week before we
say it slower. Okay. Say it slower.
This is the final week.
Yes.
Before Daniel and I hop on a regular rhythm of in-season content.
We're just churning them out. You understand?
6 episodes a week.
Yep.
We're going to have an overreaction pod right after each game on Saturday. Monday, we're going to have a second look. Tuesday, we're going to have a news roundup. Wednesday, we kind of filter that through this or that, some key storylines that might be hitting the presser from Kirby again, rethinking some things. Early look ahead, just a smidge. Thursday, locks.
Yeah.
Friday, excited, nervous, don't sleep on for the coming Saturday. And then we hit repeat the entire year.
We're just going to rinse it. We're going to repeat it. Football every week.
But today, we have a very simple task. We believe news coming out of camp, this last scrimmage, by the way, we're going to talk about that Wednesday after Kirby gets his presser done. The news and notes we've compiled, we're going to combine them together. We're going to come to you with this news. This offense is cooking. Wide receiver in particular has a gargantuan improvement by all factors. And
what's improved over dead, Clint? Was it? I mean, the bar's not high. Like
it's not. I'm going to continue to call my shot and double, triple, quadruple down 5 times even. And news out of camp is not slowing me. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. But today, the simple task is this. Daniel and I are going to do a touchdown draft. We're going to give you who we think is going to be the leaders for Georgia in touchdown making this year of 2025 because we think the offense is improved. News out of camp is that it's much improved. There is a fire. There is an excitement. There is a tenacity in this. So we believe in that. We hope in that. We know in that. But also, Daniel, you and I have some bet on this. This is not just to tell you who's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down the list of the order of total touchdowns. But this is very important for Daniel and I in our personal lives. We're
going to be keeping track whose team scores the most touchdowns. And so if you want to rank our teams, you let us know in the comments.
Let us know.
Which team do you think is going to score the most touchdowns? The rules are simple. No quarterbacks are eligible to be drafted. Every touchdown scored by the player counts as 1. So, Clint, we're each going to draft a team of 6 individuals.
6.
And I'm going to think of a number, and you're going to guess odds or evens. And if you get it correct, you get the first pick. And if you get it incorrect, I get the first pick. I have my number. What's your choice?
Odd.
It was 27 in honor of Nick Chubb. And so you have received the first pick. It was an odd number. So, Clint, the first pick in the 2025 Georgia touchdown draft. And who are you going to take?
Nate Frazier. His name's Nate Frazier. Give me Nate Frazier. His Nate Frazier.
It's Nate.
Guys, we're going to break it down. Each time we're going to go through this, we're going to go 6 each. But it's a simple fact. He's the most talented running back on the team. He's one of the most talented offensive players, not the most talented, but one of the most talented, in an offense in which Kirby Smart has said, I need the run game. It has been a just strict and open declarative statement from Kirby. We're going to run the ball better, more, and with greater efficiency. And Frazier is, in fact, that guy. He's the only one right now on Georgia's roster that has any Heisman odds whatsoever. I don't think he's going to get to New York, but
no.
Give me Nate Frazier. Daniel, that's my first selection. Your first selection, sir.
Are we doing snake draft or are we doing every other?
Wow, that should have been a good conversation starter to begin with. You were the one that created this bet, Daniel.
I think it's a snake draft. I think that's how these drafts typically go.
I think so as well.
There should be some advantage for not getting the first pick, but we should have clarified that before it was awarded.
I go with the snake.
With my first overall pick, I'm going Josh McCray. If you look at last year's team, what you see is that Trevor Etienne led this team in touchdowns with 9. The second leader in this touchdowns last year was Nate Frazier with 8. It was running back. Let me ask you, Clint, were we good at running the ball last year? No, catastrophically bad. This year, will we be better at running the ball?
Much.
Yeah, so it stands to reason that both Nate Frazier and Josh McCray are going to do their fair share of eating, and so I'm going Josh McCray with my first overall pick, and then with my second overall pick, Clint, I'm going to take a guy that's already led his team in touchdowns.
Yeah, he is.
He's already been the touchdown leader on his team. Give me Noah Thomas, the transfer from Texas A&M coming over here. He was the best wide receiver on Texas A&M's roster last year. He gone because he said Marcel Reed can't throw no football. I want to play at Georgia for Gunnar Stockton where he can throw the football. I'm going to be a red zone monster, a downfield threat, a big-bodied touchdown scoring machine. Noah Thomas is my pick, Clint. So I've got Nate Frazier. I've got Josh McCray and Noah Thomas. One more pick for you, and then we will go to break. Who are you going with your second pick?
I'm very sad that you took Noah Thomas, Daniel, because I am very high.
You're sad. I knew that was the one that would hurt your feelings the most.
It is because, again, the guy is very good at catching, receiving touchdowns. It's what he did at a very high statistical category with catch radius, percentage of catches, receptions, leading to touchdowns, leading to points. He was the best pass catcher at A&M last year, a much improved A&M offense. Not a great offense, but a much improved A&M offense. But it doesn't matter. He's going to bring all that back. So that one I like. Daniel, I'm going to go. It's part gamesmanship, so I'm going to reserve my other pick because it's part gamesmanship, part also who I think is going to lead this team in touchdowns. But stick around for every Friday henceforward. Daniel's going to have a little don't sleep on for you segment because Zachariah Branch is going to take a few to the house in the return game this year. Wowzers. Not only that, but also catching the ball on offense.
Yeah. Just so we're clear, a punt return touchdown would count as a touchdown in our draft. We made that clear. Any touchdown scored by a player counts as one.
Correct. Yep. So give me Zachariah Branch, the electricity, the 1 foot in ground go ability, the dynamite in his hands, big play opportunity, touchdown machine in the making if he gets open. So
I don't hate it. He's obviously my favorite wide receiver on this team. I think he's going to be the best wide receiver on this team. I don't think he's going to lead this wide receiver core in touchdowns, but he is a threat to score each and every time he touches the ball. Georgia hasn't had that in a wide receiver in a hot minute, y'all. So Zachariah Branch brings something different, something electric to this passing game. I don't hate the pick. Clint's got another pick to make, and we've each got 4 more players that we're going to take in this touchdown draft. Who is going to lead Georgia in touchdowns this year? And we will get to the rest of our picks right after these.
But first, I want to let you know about Drip Drop. If you're trying to stay on top of your routine, whether it's working out, long days on campus, staying focused through back-to-school classes, hydration is where it all starts.
Or just surviving the day if you live in Nashville.
Or surviving the day if you live in Nashville.
Basic survival. That's what we're going for here.
Drip Drop is right there for you. Drip Drop is doctor-developed and scientifically proven for fast hydration. It uses the perfect balance of sodium, electrolytes, and glucose to help your body absorb fluids quickly, delivering 3 times the electrolytes and half the sugar of a leading sports drink. You know, go-to flavor, that lime, Daniel, that lemon, that is exactly where it's at. It's nice, refreshing, it's cool, it's crisp, especially as fall days are coming here early in the morning. It's great. And you need to hydrate early in the morning if you're going to celebrate properly what's coming to us, which is college football. Drip Drop's right now. Right now, Drip Drop is offering Locked On listeners 20% off your first order. Head to dripdrop.com. Use promo code LOCKEDONCollege. That's dripdrop.com. Promo code Locked On College, $20 off. Stock up now before the heat hits hard.
We need to get on the horn, see if we can get M-Dubs his own Drip Drop sponsorship, because no, I take that back, because you can't bring a simple bottle of water to a friend. So
he might bring the packet, but
we had one job that we had there, and we failed to do it. So
Daniel,
Clint,
part of this is gamesmanship.
You went with Zachariah Branch just to hurt my feelings. I hurt your feelings. You're trying to come back and hurt my feelings.
I did.
Turnabout is fair play, Clint.
I did.
I'm not upset about it at all. I am interested to see who you are going to pick with your next selection before I get to.
We're going to deplete a position room in our next picks here. The next 3 picks will deplete the top end talent of 2 rooms. I think that's my guess.
Okay.
It just so happens to, and then after that, it's going to be more wild card ish. I think
when we get to this draft, we may be taking flyers.
We're going to be taking flyers, and those flyers may wind up having more touchdowns than Zachariah Branch.
5-6 touchdowns.
They may. That's okay.
May do it.
The revenge tour is real, and Colby Young is going to absolutely ball out. I'm depleting the wide receiver room of bona fide studs. We've taken the top 3. The studs are there. Flyers are still there. But Colby Young revenge tour, I am all about, Daniel. I have Nate Frazier, Colby Young, Zachariah Branch. I am feeling real good.
Yeah, I don't hate your team. I don't hate the roster. I don't hate the accumulated depth. I've obviously said it. No one's got more motivation to play well this season. Colby Young picked up a couple touchdowns early last year. All accounts were he was going to be a red zone threat for Carson Beck. And obviously, didn't work out with the legal stuff, but now he's back. And I expect big things out of him. I do expect big things out of him. I will tell you this, Clint. After Noah Thomas, I have my list in order here in front of me. And number 1 is Nate Frazier. Number 2 is Josh McCray. Number 3 is Noah Thomas. And after Noah Thomas, the next name is still on the board. You have not taken him yet.
Nope.
And so I will tell you that Oscar Delp scored more touchdowns than either Zachariah Branch or Colby Young, and I feel great about it.
Those are the 2 rooms that we're going to be depleted by the next
about it. Oscar Delp is built for the red zone. Mike Bobo, listen to me. Put the football in the man's hands. He is unguardable in the end zone, in the red zone. He's got the size. He's got the athleticism. He's got the catch radius. He's got the hands, Clint. Oscar Delp is not a poor receiver. Now, he is not a fraction of the athlete that Brock Bowers is. Obviously, nobody is. Yeah. But he's got the size. He's got the physicality. What are you going to match a linebacker up on him? Good luck. What are you going to put a safety on him? Little mouse in the house. You're never going to get that ball out of his hands in the red zone. That's
a Mutombo type mismatch in the paint. He's just going to box that fool out and be like, "No, I'm sorry.
We're not looking for that." And not only that, Clint, the connection between Gunnar Stockton and Oscar Delp, it runs deep.
He had 1 foot out the door after last year. Gunnar Stockton is a huge reason that Oscar Delp is back at Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, these 2 guys, closest of friends, the chemistry's going to be there. No one was happier to see Gunnar Stockton get the starting job than Oscar Delp. And I think you're going to see that chemistry pay off on the field. I think it's going to be a big year for Oscar Delp. I think he may have close to 7-8 touchdowns receiving this year, Clint. I think there's a chance he is the leading touchdown receiver on the team. That's why I put him right behind Noah Thomas on my list. And then, Clint, I will say this. We may have drafted the 3 wide receivers that are just going to score the most touchdowns. We may have. But we did not draft the 3 best receivers on the team.
We did not. Correct.
We did not, because London Humphreys is still out there on the board, or at least he was. Because I have just taken him on my team. We've been on record. We expect a big year out of London Humphreys. You saw him begin to emerge and come onto the scene last year, particularly the Tennessee game. We saw it late in the season. when there were some injuries. But for whatever reason, we couldn't get him on the field with guys like Dom Lovett and Arian Smith monopolizing all of the targets and drops on the team. But London Humphreys now has nobody standing in his way. I think we are going to see a lot of him this year. And I'll just tell you this. London Humphreys he's a deep ball threat. Like, he's a guy that can get downfield. He can get behind the defense. You saw Carson Beck throw him some balls in some contested areas, and London Humphreys got the ability to come down with them. I'm not saying that, he's going to threaten double-digit touchdowns, but I can tell you with my 4th pick on my roster, I feel confident that I'm going to get 4 or 5 touchdowns out of London Humphreys, and that's all you need out of a person, of this position on the team. I know 100%. That London Humphreys is going to score some touchdowns for me.
100%. I have 4 as the number for London Humphreys. That was in my head as a number. If I'm going through this order and I'm placing touchdowns, just projection on there, London does have that 4. Look, if word out of camp is true, Daniel.
Yeah.
The affection that Kirby Smart has for London Humphreys means the snap count's going to be there. And I know this about Gunnar Stockton. Gunnar does not force the ball into positions, into places. Okay. No. We've heard the term gunslinger. Brooks Austin was on here saying gunslinger, and people think wild with the football. No, that's not what it means. What it means is he's going to get it into tight windows, but he's not going to force feed particular guys. And he's not going to be trying to do that. If a guy's open, he's going to go through his reads. He's pretty smart. Accuracy needs to be there, but London Humphreys, for me, the snap count and the route running ability, that's half of this right now. He's going to put himself in high percentage opportunities to do that. He might not have the skill set of a Colby, of a Noah, of a Branch, but he's got the head, the speed, and the footwork to go along with good hands to be on the field for that.
I think a big year coming. All right, one more pick from you before we go to break. Who is the 4th guy on your roster?
This is where it gets really interesting. We've depleted the top end talent of tight ends and wide receivers. And so I have a choice before me. Am I going to go for high floor or high ceiling?
There you go.
This is the question before me.
What does the man want?
Here's what I want. Because can I see a scenario in which my next pick is part of a package deal that coming on down next to the goal line, he going to be in a lot? Absolutely. Roderick Robinson, come on down. I am taking an opportunity to have. I don't think he's going to lead this team. He might even be 3rd in carries. Okay, like legitimately, he might not be 3rd in carries.
He's going to be 3rd in carries. By the way, He will be. He 100% will be.
But I'll tell you this: of the carries that he gets, a large percentage is going to be inside the 10. I believe fully a large percentage is going to be inside the 10-yard line, Daniel, and I'm here for it. So I'm taking.
I thought I was definitely going to get Roderick Robinson later in this draft, and I hate that you got him because Roderick Robinson is the Kirby Death March back.
Yep.
Like, that's who he is on this year's team.
Do you need 5 yards per carry over 8 minutes? I know the guy.
I know a guy, and he coming. That's a great pick for you. We've each got 4 players on our team so far. We got 2 more left to draft, but first, I want to let you know about these.
These are, in fact, game time.
Yeah, they are.
If you decide last minute to head to a ball game with friends or family, it's game day. You suddenly realize you want to be in the stands. That's exactly where game time comes in. Easiest way to grab last minute tickets without the stress. And with the money you save, splurge on some food, some merch, get a bigger group with you. Game time makes it possible. Game time makes buying tickets fast and simple. Price in the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch or kickoff. Incredible last minute deals, clear seat views, and lowest price guarantee. Seat views are right in the app before you buy. You know exactly where you're going to sit without any question mark whatsoever. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code LOCKEDONCollege. $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code LOCKEDONCollege, $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
All right, Clint, recap of the teams. You are sitting on Nate Frazier, Zachariah Branch, Colby Young, and Roderick Robinson. My team is Josh McCray, Noah Thomas, Oscar Delp, and London Humphreys. Can I just say that the Georgia skill positions are definitively better than they were last year?
Guys, let me quickly, again, we are not trying to dunk on people. We're not trying to dump on them. I promise you. We are just simply stating how we're excited for this year. So I just took Roderick Robinson with my down in the later rounds, quote unquote, of this draft. Okay. Dylan Bell would have been one of the top wide receivers chosen. One of the top skill positions chosen. It would have gone Etienne, Frazier.
Yeah.
Maybe Dylan Bell would have been the next one selected. And that's guys, we haven't uttered the name Dylan Bell yet.
It's a lot better.
It's a lot better.
And
every single one of these guys I'm looking at, and I'm not saying there's percentages next to each one of these guys, but on the spectrum, can I see Colby Young leading this wide receiver group in touchdowns? Yes, I can. Can I see Oscar Delp leading the team in receiving touchdowns? Yes, I can. Okay, all of them. They have a chance to do it. Okay.
Fifth on your team, Clint. Where are you going next?
Again, little gamesmanship, little trying to understand. I get the last pick, so I get to very much cherry pick the highest ceiling guy left after you take guys off the board. So I have a little bit of a wild card left in my back pocket. Okay. I think I know where you're going to go.
Interesting. I think. Man thinks he knows me. Thinks he knows something about me.
There's a piece of me, Daniel.
Okay.
That one wants to, again, since my last pick will be a just flyer.
Sure.
I want to go a little bit more floor.
Yeah, high floor guy.
That's what I'm
a little bit of a safety selection.
I want a safety. I want reps. I want a unique aspect of this offense.
Sure.
I don't like this pick, but that's my. I think he's going to get 3 touchdowns. Okay.
3 touchdowns, a relatively high floor for your 5th pick.
Give me Dylan Bell. Give me Dylan Bell with my pick. I think he gets 3 touchdowns this year, Daniel. I think one of them's on an end around. I think one of them is late action game. And I think one of them is a contested screen down near the end zone. Give me Dylan Bell.
I want to hate this, but I was thinking that Dylan Bell was going to be a steal for me with my next pick, because you can believe whatever you want to believe, and God bless your heart.
Yeah.
But Mike Bobo and Kirby Smart are going to play Dylan Bell this year. Like, he's going to play. He's going to play a lot.
He's right now, in Bobo's mind, one of the 3 starting wide receivers in this offense.
He's going to play a lot, guys. He's going to play a lot.
Emotionally hedge that, okay?
Emotionally prepare yourselves.
Yes, sir. You got 2 picks, Daniel.
I got 2 picks. I'm going to take the guy that I thought you were going to take, who I think legitimately is a better pick than Dylan Bell. I thought I was going to get Dylan Bell and I was going to be happy for him. But when I look at my list, Dylan Bell's not the next name on my list. After London Humphreys, you have taken 2 names. Again, you have left me the next name on my list. You've taken 2 names that were lower down. You said, I'm going to get 3 touchdowns on a Dylan Bell.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you this. Last year, Lawson Lucky scored 3 touchdowns. And he's going to score even more than that this year. So I'm going to take Lawson Lucky with my next selection.
Great selection.
Listen, I know that there's some hype around Riddell.
Yes, sir.
But Lawson Lucky is the second tight end on this team, and Lawson Lucky's going to get the snaps. He's going to get the snaps. If you think I'm wrong, that's fine. Draft Jaden Riddell with your 6th pick. I'd be happy. I'd be tickled pink if you did.
I won't be, just to let you know.
I would be tickled. Lawson Lucky's going to get the snaps, and he is we have seen him be explosive in the passing game. He has got the ability to break one and to score some longer touchdowns, not just be utilized in the red zone. I don't necessarily think Lawson Lucky is as much of a red zone threat, but he had a 40-yard touchdown reception last year. Lawson Lucky did as a tight end. So there is some upside there. I do think he's going to be utilized in this offense. I don't think we will see as much two tight end as we have seen. I don't think we'll see as much because I think the skill at wide receiver and running back, I think we're more likely to see two back looks than we are to see two tight end looks this year. Time will tell. There were times that it looked like Lawson Lucky was better than Oscar Delp last year.
Yes.
There were times when it looked like Lawson Lucky was lost. I think we're going to at least get a reasonable floor out of him, so I'm happy to go with him. And then I'm going to take the steal of the draft with my 6th pick. Clint.
This is who I thought he was going to pick.
I don't know if it is because this guy is
I'm looking for
this guy is the forgotten man on this Georgia team, and his name is Cash Jones. Okay, so Cash Jones is the pick. Cash Jones is going to score touchdowns for this team.
He will.
You understand? Like,
he will.
Cash Jones last year had more receiving touchdowns than Lawson Lucky. He had the same number of receiving touchdowns as Dylan Bell and Arian Smith. Cash Jones is going to be utilized on this team. If you think Mike Bobo's might not play Dylan Bell, wait till I tell you about how much he's going to play Cash Jones. Like the coaching staff's going to play Cash Jones. You're going to see him like coming out of the backfield in passing situations. I was honestly thrilled last year with how few carries Cash Jones got.
Yeah.
That was nice to see. He got 14 carries all year last year. And so I think the coaching staff realizes when he's in there to block and he is in there to catch. 14 carries, but he had 24 receptions on the season. So that's not 24 targets. That's 24 catches on the year, including 4 touchdowns. And so I think Cash Jones is a super high floor guy in this draft. I'm getting touchdowns out of Cash Jones. The guy you're about to pick may score 0 touchdowns. Like, I'm telling you this, he may score 0 touchdowns this year. So I'm happy with Cash.
My selection, that Cash Jones is a great pick, by the way. I was between Cash and Dylan Bell. I think the revamped running back room and the pecking order there, I think we have some guys that cut into his, and I think also tight ends do cut into him just a little bit more than last year's. Last year's wide receiver or running back room was hugely decimated by injury, as well as talent depleted because Etienne was not everybody that we thought he was going to be. So Cash had to step up. I think this year we've improved in that, but I do think you're exactly right. That floor on Cash Jones is great because he does all the little things right. I have 2 names, Daniel.
Sure, of course.
The first name is not going to shock you. The second name may. First name, Talon Taylor, is one of the 2 names that I'm thinking about.
All right.
The other name is a running back as well. I thought I was going to surprise you with this. It's not Chauncey Bones.
Dwight Phillips?
It's not Dwight Phillips.
It's a running back for Georgia?
I'm considering Bo Walker, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's very simple. Wide receiver tight end, very hard to come in as a freshman and have impactful plays. Very hard. Can be done, but very, very difficult, especially in Mike Bobo and Kirby Smart's system. Running back, not as difficult. I've already seen one freshman last year come in and do very well in this system. To me, he has the feel of a Frazier to him.
Okay.
It's exciting camp noise. It's thrilling. And I think if our running back situation gets down to McCray, Rob, if Cash is in there, if Frazier, all that happens. The one who gets to do the Austin Peavy, the Marshall, all the rest of those games is Bo. Like that's the name that comes down in the everyday, every down kind of guy. But man, I want to take Chauncey Bowens. Daniel, like the two names in my head are Talon Taylor, Bo Walker, but I want to take Chauncey Bowens all at the same time.
Daniel, I already wrote Bo Walker on
Give me
this
Bo
sheet.
Walker.
I already wrote it down. You wrote it down. I already wrote it down.
Those are our touchdowns. Tell us where we got it wrong. Tell us how our teams look. We will post this. Get us in the comments. Get us in the notes. Tell us how we're doing. He is Daniel. I am Clint. This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every single day. We'll be back tomorrow. And guess what?
Yeah.
Over under locks, season win totals.
We're going game by game Georgia's schedule. We are putting our name on it and telling you the games we're going to win and lose. That's it tomorrow.
We'll see you guys then.
See you.